Factually inaccurate.
Morally correct. This is Babylon Bee Radio. Our top story. In an event that surely proves extraterrestrial life exists, an incredible cell phone video has caught every moment leading up to, then immediately following an alien encounter. The 100% convincing, grainy footage of a blurry yet obvious alien spacecraft falling from the sky has spread across the internet, thus ending any debate of whether we are alone in the universe. Additionally, a group of witnesses with expensive video recording devices safely tucked in their pockets offered TV crews incredibly accurate verbal descriptions of the alien creatures and the otherworldly space vessel that crashed in their backyard but has now mysteriously disappeared.
The aliens were like gray, 8 or 10 feet tall, with big eyes and big heads,
said one witness who has over 2 terabytes of detailed video footage of every mundane event of her life stored on her phone.
I wish you could have seen it.
When one witness was asked why he did not take a video of the life-changing visitation, he explained how the aliens took his phone after they were done probing him. On his Twitter show, Tucker Carlson reported on the alien encounter story.
And the witnesses appeared to be telling the truth. Therefore, it must be true.
At airtime, a recently discovered cell phone video had surfaced, showing evidence of a zombie-like creature roaming the halls of the White House. As part of his administration's expanding efforts to celebrate Pride Month, President Joe Biden has announced the Iwo Jima Memorial will be updated to feature the Pride flag.
This flag is now the most revered symbol in our nation. It's only right for the Iwo Jima Memorial to be updated to represent the brave men and women, and non-men and non-women, and those other things who are fighting even more bravely than the soldiers of World War II. These fellows with breasts who are on my lawn, they're the true warriors. Chocolate chip crackle flavor.
The Iwo Jima Memorial, which since 1954 has commemorated all fallen United States Marines and is well known for its iconic depiction of 6 Marines raising the American flag on Mount Suribachi, will also be renovated to show the 6 members of the disco group The Village People raising a rainbow flag atop a glittering pink pedestal. Katniss Sparkleshine is the artist commissioned by Biden to overhaul the statue.
It's such an upgrade, out with the old ugly statue of white colonizers and in with an explosion of fabulous LGBTQ plus flair. Take that, conservatives! Why are you so obsessed with us, you Nazis?
Critics of the change being made to the statue immediately gathered in protest, but were quickly subdued, arrested, and charged with hate crimes. Updates to the memorial have been scheduled to be completed before the end of the month, with recording artist Lizzo tapped to host the rededication ceremony. President Biden has also signed an executive order instituting the call to gay prayer, ordering it to take place 5 times every day with everyone facing towards San Francisco.
The gay prayer is part of the bedrock of American life. Each and every American must now kneel down facing the direction of San Francisco and recite the gay prayer. You got that, folks? Just don't kneel down on a rainbow crosswalk, because that would be sacrilegious. Some pump truckle fruffered.
While LGBTQ plus activists cheered the announcement, many Americans voiced their concerns about the prayer.
There's gay prayer now? Who are they praying to? I think I have an idea, but if that's true, I really don't want to be praying to that individual. You know what I mean?
In spite of criticism, the Biden administration remains committed to pushing its public support for gay stuff even further.
The president knows all Americans are on board with this. We've got other plans as well, including taking a new type of sacrament with Skittles and Bud Light, and we're in talks with Dylan Mulvaney to serve as our first gay pope type of thing. It's going to be great.
As Biden was preparing to give a personal demonstration of the gay prayer, he was last heard asking for help to show him which direction San Francisco was. An awkward moment arose at the city's annual Pride Parade over the weekend as one young attendee was seen waving politely to his teacher and school principal as they acted out a kinky bondage scene on a passing parade float.
Hey, Mr. Jenkins.
But Braden Harris, a 3rd grader at a nearby elementary school.
Oh, and Mr. Harwood, too. But wait, why are you whipping Mr. Jenkins? Is he wearing handcuffs? Did he do something wrong? And why is he wearing pants that have his bare bottom showing? This is weird.
According to one eyewitness, both Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Hartwell were thrilled to see Braden at the parade.
It was a bit surprising to see how thrilled they were to see one of their students in the crowd,
said the individual who asked to remain anonymous since he understandably didn't want anyone to know he was at the Pride Parade.
It's almost as if they wanted the kids at their school to see them doing this and just wanted a way to do it legally.
While it isn't known how young Braden ended up at the parade or if his parents took him there with the intention of exposing him to strongly adult situations, one thing that is certain is that Braden has now seen things he will never be able to unsee.
I would have loved to spend today riding my bike and playing baseball, but now I know about things I'm far too innocent to learn. Awesome!
Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Hartwell reportedly enjoyed the experience so much they've asked the parade float to drive around in front of the houses of the other students. A brief commotion arose on the White House lawn today as a Secret Service agent could be heard shouting, "Spit it out!" Spit it out right this instant! As he chased President Biden out onto the grass. A source within the administration later confirmed that Biden had a AA battery in his mouth at the time of the incident.
This has been a daily common problem over the last few years. He's always just putting the most random things in his mouth. Batteries, rubber bands, paper clips, you name it. The frustrating thing is we can't convince him to actually take bites of his lunch half the time because he just wants to get up from the table and go play.
Tourists sightseeing near the White House at the time reported seeing Biden frantically shuffling away from the pursuing Secret Service agent, determined to not follow the orders to spit out the battery.
He looked like he was being very disobedient. I think I even heard the Secret Service agent tell him he wouldn't get his fruit snacks this afternoon.
An anonymous source within the White House later revealed Biden was ordered to sit in the timeout chair in the corner of the Lincoln bedroom before his wife Jill directed him to apologize to the Secret Service agent. As an appeal to garner more public interest, Daily Wire co-founder and CEO Jeremy Boring has announced that he has hidden 5 golden Jeremy's razors in 5 different Jeremy's chocolate bars. The individuals fortunate enough to find the razors will reportedly receive prizes beyond their wildest dreams.
Come with me, boys and girls, to a world of contract negotiation.
Boring sang while wearing a brightly colored velvet suit and tie.
5 very lucky people will discover golden Jeremy's razors in their Jeremy's chocolate. They will be whisked away to enjoy a day of wonder and amazement as they toured Jeremy's headquarters.
The prolifically creative but sometimes reclusive and mysterious Boring has kept the operations at his factory closely guarded.
My competitors are always trying to sneak in and learn the secrets of my world-class conservative content. The people who find the golden razors in their candy bars will get to see Matt Walsh, Candace Owens, and Michael Knowles up close. They won't be able to hide the joy on their faces.
Not everyone in the community was thrilled by the announcement.
Wait a second. He's putting razor blades in candy bars? And everyone's excited about this? Isn't this like those old urban legends Christian parents used to tell their kids to scare them away from trick-or-treating for Halloween?
Boring brushed aside the criticism.
Don't try to censor me. You'll end up floating down the chocolate river like Crowder.
At our time, 3 of the golden Jeremy's razors had been found, but the people who found them were receiving medical treatment for serious injuries. A brand new Mexican restaurant celebrated its grand opening today, taking over the exact same building where 7 previous Mexican restaurants have gone out of business.
8th time is the charm.
Said Maria Ramos, owner of Maria's Mexican Restaurant.
It will be an easy transition since we are keeping the entire waitstaff and menu from the last restaurant, El Fuego Loco.
According to Ms. Ramos, the new restaurant will set itself apart with chips, salsa, cheap frozen margaritas, and fajitas brought out on a sizzling skillet.
We're really taking things a new direction.
Said manager Brian Jimenez.
We're going to serve fresh guacamole, put sombreros on people for their birthday, and blast incredibly loud Teano music. It's going to be a totally new experience. Nuevo. Ay, ay, ay.
Customers have so far confirmed that the new restaurant is in fact a Mexican restaurant.
They still have like 300 different combo platters and served margaritas with Dos Equis turned upside down in it. Yeah, it's the same place. I've been here when the place was called Don Pablo's, Doña Pabla's, Don Pablo's, Kyler's Tex-Mex. We'll see what it is next week.
At airtime, Maria's had sadly informed the El Paso community that they too were going out of business, but that everyone could look forward to returning next week and experiencing Don Pablo's El Fuego Loco Dos. Church leaders with the Southern Baptist Convention are debating a measure to enshrine a ban on appointing female pastors, with many frustrated attendees now wishing God had written some sort of book telling them whether or not a pastor can be a woman.
I just wish God had given us some sort of instructional manual telling us how to run a church properly.
Lamented former Baptist pastor Rick Warren, who is still wearing a goatee in 2023.
Since we're left without any direction or clarity from on high, I suppose we'll have to take direction from America's corporate DEI departments and let them sort this out for us. So that's what Jesus would do.
Sources say church leaders at the SBC annual meeting have implored everyone to search blogs, Jen Hatmaker books, and the Gospel Coalition articles for any wisdom that might shed light on what they all should do.
We're just completely in the dark here. Oh God, why didn't you make this clear for us?
The meeting was thrown into chaos as John MacArthur stormed the stage and told all the female attendees, "Go home." According to sources with insider knowledge of the Gernfeld couple's date night, wife Robin Gernfeld, after staring at her phone during the entire movie, claimed the movie's plot made no sense.
I mean, it's obvious the plot was hard to follow with both the cop guy and the robber guy.
Robin was overheard saying while making her 4th Amazon purchase since the movie's opening scene.
Also, the cop guy's wife's haircut was a total disaster.
When her husband Daniel reportedly reminded her of the 27-minute stretch in which she did not look up from her phone, Robin gently reminded him she was simply liking 33 Instagram posts, writing a low-key manifesto on Facebook, Facebook concerning the dangers of pencil erasers in schools and looking up movies to watch next weekend. Also, it was during the boring part anyway. At airtime, Robin Gernfeld's husband had spent a half hour explaining the plot of the movie they had just watched, only to realize she was on her phone again. A new study confirms what has long been theorized, as results show a full 100% of human males watch the film Tombstone in its entirety when they find it playing on television. The study additionally discovered that at any given moment during the day, there is an 80% chance a man is thinking of a line from Tombstone.
We found that nearly every time a man's wife asks him, "What are you thinking about?" the answer is most likely Doc Holliday saying, "I'm your Huckleberry."
Study leader Professor Martin Van Nordstrand explained.
In the off chance that isn't what he's thinking, then it would have to be Wyatt Earp saying, "You called down the thunder. Well, now you've got it."
Furthermore, the study shows strong indications that any disinterest in the film when it's on TV is cause to question manhood entirely.
If a guy wants to finish watching Tombstone, he's a real man,
said entrepreneur Eric Bischoff.
If he doesn't want to watch it, he's not a real man. It's really that simple. Now skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
I could do this all day. All other men were unavailable for comment due to catching Tombstone playing on cable.
B Radio features officially curated content from the Babylon Bee, scripted, voiced, and produced by Austin Robertson. Additional voices in this episode from Brandon, Jarrett, Kristen, Robin, and Travis. Please like, subscribe, rate, and review B Radio on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, or wherever you get your podcasts.